The story continues with Haru being a lazy ass as usual, and enjoying playing video games in his lakeside cabin. Char is also there watching her favorite anime shows, and Flay is doing the cleaning. Suddenly he remembers that he needs to find an attendant, and leaves, making Char and Flay suspicious, as he has not told them about going to academy in 3 months and finding an attendant. As he walks through the forest he notices that the skeleton's followers he made 5 years ago have settled in quite well with the land he gave them. Their commander, Johnny, welcomes him, and he gives him a tour of other places. He learns that they have started taking in stray monsters brought by Flay. The skeletons have also started farming, and grown crops to feed the monsters living there, and they plan to take in more monsters. Haru is amazed by this, and he thinks if he can add some skin to Johnny he can make a good attendant. But there's a problem, he's a chatterbox, so he drops the idea. He praises him for his work, and moves on. He sits near a lake to relax, and wonders how the place which he intended to spend time alone, became a monster paradise. Just then he's joined by the golem, Gigan. He's surprised to know that it's a girl, and she wants to be part of his harem. Although Haru thinks that she would make a good attendant but because of her size it's not possible. He returns back to his cabin, and sees Flay being suspicious about him. He recalls his father's advice to not select Flay, and tells her to mind her own business, making her sad. The following day Char comes up with a new superhero name for him, and instead of Black Knight she suggests the name, Shiva, which refers to a supreme deity that controls destruction and creation, and Haru feels sorry for turning her like this. After that, Flay introduces Char to the chatterbox, and he explains about the place. Char, being the naming master, decides to name the place as Pandemonium, impressing Johnny. After that, we see a blizzard dragon being attacked by some adventurers who are trying to hunt it down for money. It tries to escape but it's injured, and causes an avalanche. The dragon gets hit by the avalanche, and gets knocked out. Later, Gold informs Haru about the appearance of a dragon near their empire border. Gold is concerned as it might endanger civilian life if it goes on a rampage, so he asks Flay's help to check the situation since she's a demon, but she refuses. She mentions only her master can order her, so Haru orders her but she's still reluctant. She tells him that she has never heard of a blue dragon, which means it didn't participate in their great war against humans, so she doesn't want to protect such a cowardly dragon. Char overhears their conversation, and requests Flay to protect the dragon from adventurers, and eventually she agrees. They find the dragon in a worn-out state with adventurers approaching to hunt it. As the adventurers try to attack it, Haru and Flay show up. Haru starts healing the dragon, and Flay, being the dumb bimbo she is, tries to kill all the adventurers with her flame. Luckily Haru uses his barrier magic so they're just knocked out. Haru introduces himself to the dragon, but it attacks him with its blizzard power and freezes him. Haru is pissed, and yells at the dragon for its betrayal of getting saved by him. Suddenly, he hears the dragon's voice, and tries to talk with it, but it totally ignores him and asks Flay why she is following him being a demon. Flay explains to her about Haru being the Demon King reincarnation. We then learn that the dragon was an ultimate shut-in on a whole other level as it was living in a hold-up life for 300 years. Haru is impressed by this, and demands to learn more. The dragon tells its story about spending all its days curled up inside a cave. One day an adventurer stopped by and left a book behind. The dragon started reading it and got addicted, so kept reading it again, and desired to read more. Eventually, it ventured into town disguised in human form, and found more books. From then on, she visited human villages to bring back books, gaining knowledge. However, adventurers discovered her, and burned down her place along with the books, but it escaped. Flay is moved by its story and accepts the dragon as one of her comrades, permitting her entry into Pandemonium. Haru wonders what that is, and Flay explains it's the name Char gave to the skeleton village. The dragon then declares Haru as its master, and as it begins to transform, Haru realizes what happened with Flay and instantly dresses her up, preventing plot scenes for the viewers. The dragon transforms into a cute girl, and Flay is worried about her spot in his harem. Haru takes off his mask and introduces him. He learns that she doesn't have a name, so he names her Liza. He asks her to follow him home, and is surprised to see that she can fly in her human form. Flay decides not to be outdone by her, and follows them on foot. This is where the video ends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.